Welcome. I hope you can see my thumbnail. And welcome to Ignite Your Video Spark in the month of April. Hopefully you can see me now on camera. And at any rate, welcome everyone. This is my second week doing and using Riverside. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Edie Clark. I'm a remote video producer and video marketing strategist, and I'm coming in this month with a theme of igniting your video spark in April so that you can get started creating videos for your YouTube channel or for your social media with the express purpose of marketing and sharing content about your knowledge and your expertise for your business, or of your business, I should say. So I wanted to come in today specifically to talk about planning your content out, everything from planning to posting your content, and the tools that I use, and some of them you may want to use, and maybe you use some other ones for your project management, for basically managing the entire process of creating your idea, coming up with your brainstorming idea of what it is that you're going to talk about in your video, or in this instance, live stream, or even for social media, and then going all the way through to post. So if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments. I believe I am only live streaming on YouTube. I'm going to open up my chat just really quickly to see if anybody is there. So if you are watching, Restream is a little bit different. I can't see what I'm doing or who I'm talking to, so bear with me. But we are about to get started. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. So have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by the chaos that's usually associated with the topic of video production? Well, today, what I want to do is turn that chaos into clarity for you. And so I want to share some tips and ideas and methods that I've used over the years to make my process of creating content, again, whether it is for pre-recorded videos that I'm uploading to my YouTube channel, or if it's for live streaming on whatever platform, I definitely want to share that with you. So let me first and foremost share my screen so that I don't forget to do that. And what's going to be coming up on the screen is going to be my Trello board, because that is one of the first things that I am usually using. But before we get to seeing what my Trello board is all about, I wanted to talk about the first phase of what you're doing in your planning stage is brainstorming. So that is coming up with, what the heck am I going to talk about? That is extremely important for you to know and to determine. And for a lot of us, we can't come up with any ideas whatsoever. We know that we're an expert in whatever industry it is that we're an expert in. But when it comes to actually figuring out what it is that we want to create, we're usually at a loss for that. So the first phase is brainstorming. And once you've gotten that idea, then you can get into the actual planning stage. So I use, and I talked about this last week, I use a number of different tools for the brainstorming capabilities, and that's all AI tools. I've used Gemini, Jasper, ChatGPT, Copilot. I just learned of a new one today called Sana. I'm going to be checking it out, so I'll be giving you guys some info on that. So there are a lot of AI tools that can help you with the brainstorming aspect. The next thing that you need to do is you have to come up with some sort of a plan. Okay, what is it that you're planning on doing? Do you want to create videos? In my instance, I'm creating weekly videos, and I'm creating these videos based on a monthly theme that I've created. So every month this year so far, I have had a theme for the month. This month is Ignite Your Video Spark. And so everything that I'm going to talk about is basically about hopefully igniting you to desire the need to create videos for your business. And so each week I'm going to talk about different types of topics. Now you can see, I'm going to go to Trello really quickly. Last week I did the idea factory, and that was all about the brainstorming capability. This week we're doing from planning to posting. So once you have the brainstorm, you've brainstormed some ideas, now you need to plan out, how are you going to do this? And so for my plan for April, I have this video that's scheduled for now. And then next week is going to be tech time. So we're going to talk about the essential video creation tools that you can use. And then the last week of April is going to be an introduction to a challenge that I'm going to be proposing to everyone so that you can now take the knowledge that you've gotten over this month and actually implement it over a 5-day period that will be starting on the 29th of April. And so then what I'm going to do is I have a calendar that I have it written. I don't have it in front of me at the moment, where it has all of, for the rest of the year, all of the content that I plan on creating for each month. And then from there, I will, here we go. Oh, it's a little heavy. I have all of my themes for each month. I'm actually going to switch out May. I don't know what I'm going to do in May yet. And then from there, I'll then brainstorm the video topic ideas that I want to create. And then from there, I will start planning out what my outline is going to be for each topic. So I may come up with the idea of, okay, I want to talk about from planning to posting and what are the essential tools that you're going to use for video project management, like I'm doing today. But then what am I specifically going to talk about? So then I create my outlines at the beginning of the month so that I know exactly what I want to talk about and make sure that one week leads into the next, which leads into the next. So hopefully you'll kind of gather that idea in terms of what I'm doing. So you need to definitely make sure that you have a plan in place. What I do in the way that I utilize my Trello board is I will, let me see if this one has. So this one has all of my months. These are the 3 months that I did. January was setting the stage, planning for 2024. February was embracing the tools that I love. And March was springing into action. And it was a lot of spring themed things like spring cleaning your YouTube channel and things of that nature. And then I have all of my process checklist here in terms of what are all the things that I need to do for each month, and drafting my social media posts and emails, creating my custom thumbnails for each live, scheduling my live. I'm doing it now on Riverside. I have not made up my mind whether I'm going to stick with Riverside or not, but I was using Restream for January and February and March. I'm using Riverside for the first time, emailing it to my list, adding it to my social media platform for promotion, including my current month's live streams as a call to action, adding my live streams to my email signature and things of that nature. So that's how I use my Trello board in order for me to have an organized place where I'm putting everything that I need with regards to my live stream. Now, you may use or like to use Asana or some other, maybe ClickUp, Monday. I think there's a whole bunch of them that are out there that you may prefer to do to use for your project management. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. The key thing is that you are using a tool. And I would love for you to share with me, whether you're watching this live or on the replay, what's one planning tool that you absolutely cannot live without. Drop that in the chat below so that I can learn hopefully about a new, I'm all about tools. So I love hearing and seeing and using new tools. So if you're not using Trello, what is a planning tool that you're using that you just absolutely love, and therefore you're able to incorporate your video project management into that tool? And like I said, Asana, ClickUp, Monday, co-schedule. I mean, no, not co-schedule. There's just so many I can't remember what they are. So that's the first thing that you need to do is you need to plan out what are you going to talk about, when are you going to talk about it. The next thing you need to go to is then scripting or outlining your content. I'm a firm believer in scripting, even though for live streams I don't script, I use an outline. But for my pre-recorded videos, I always script. And the reason is because you want to have an organized way and flow to all of your videos. You want to open up with a hook, and then you want to then go into exactly what it is that you're going to be talking about. And then you want to have a call to action that ideally relates to another video that would complement what they have learned in the current video that they're watching. Or maybe you might have some sort of a freebie that you might want to offer to them. Like I'm going to be offering a freebie at the end of this video. So if you don't mind doing an outline, that's also another option. So that's what I've done. So occasionally you'll see me looking down, and it's just so that I can make sure that I am at the right point of what I want to talk about, because I don't want these live streams to go on forever. I actually want them to be concise and be able to provide you with the information that I'm promising. So in order to create your outline, you can do that literally by just, opening up Word and having the bullet points. If you have everything up in your head, you can certainly do that. If you need a little bit of assistance, you can certainly use a lot of the AI tools that I've referenced, which are ChatGPT, 3.5 or 4, either one of those works. Jasper is a tool that I really, really love for all of my copywriting needs. Copilot, I'm starting to love. Gemini, which is by Google. Copilot is by Microsoft. I'm really starting to enjoy, and there's a plethora of different ones. I told you about Sana is another one that has recently, I think I discovered it today or yesterday. I can't remember where. So I have not had a chance to review that. So you can certainly create outlines and then tweak them using AI. If you want to write a script, you can certainly use AI to help you with that. If you're doing pre-recorded videos, I will tend to use a platform called Big View, and I can write my script in there. I give it the information, I give it a prompt, I tell it what I want to talk about. And let me go to that website really quickly so that you can see what I'm talking about. But Big View is an all-in-one type tool. So you can write your scripts, you can record your videos using the teleprompter, and you can edit your videos as well if that's what you want to use it for. I tend to use it on occasion to write my scripts, and all the time when I do pre-recorded videos, that is the platform that I'm using to record all of my videos, because I do, like I mentioned before, when it comes to pre-recorded videos, I do prefer to use a script because it just keeps me on track and makes sure that I am doing the things that I need to do. If you are, like I mentioned before, doing outlines and you have all of the information, you do not need any assistance, you can just open up Google Docs or Microsoft Word and just use that. If you don't want to use any of the chat or the AI tools, you can certainly just brainstorm and go down and write all of that information. But bear in mind, Gemini and Copilot are free. They have free versions. They do have paid versions as well. All of them tend to be around the same price point as ChatGPT 4, which is $20 a month. So if you are on ChatGPT 4, I would check out these other ones as well, just so that you can see. And Gemini is definitely a game changer because that is incorporated into a Google website or Google search engine. So you might get, for me, I've gotten really, really good results on Copilot and on Gemini, but then ChatGPT 4 isn't bad either. So it's like, it's really about which one do you prefer to use. And Jasper is a tool that I've been using, oh gosh, for about 3 years now, probably a little longer. I think I started using them in 2020. So it's probably soon going to be about 4 years. And they have improved dramatically and changed over these 4 years. They've updated, they've rearranged things, they make it so easy to create content. As you can see on their homepage, on the dashboard, what do you want to create? So you can literally say, outline for a live stream about planning and about your planning my video content, planning and posting from the planning stage to posting stage for my video content. And then you click on create. It doesn't have to be perfect. It really just wants to know, do you need to do a landing page? Do you need to do an email? Literally, you could be as simplified as that. So it says here, live stream plan. And I don't have a voice selected. So I need to select my voice. So I've already pre-uploaded my voice. So I just want it to be casual. And so it's going to ask me what's the topic or theme. And so I could say planning video. How to plan, or how to go from planning to posting video content. And then you click on next, and it says, how do you plan to promote your live stream before it goes live? Okay, how do you plan? Email and social media. Live stream structure. Can you provide a detailed outline of your segments for your live stream, including introduction, main content, and conclusion? Let's just assume, for argument's sake, you are clueless. I don't know. I've never done this before. This is my first time. Let me make a quick check. What you can do here is, you see down here, it says generate response. This you can use just so it can give you some sort of an idea. So when you look at this, it can say, okay, you're going to start off by welcoming viewers, introduce the topic of transitioning from planning to posting video content, and briefly outline the agenda for the live stream. Then you can go into the planning stage, the production stage, the posting stage. Then if there's any Q&A, and then your conclusion at the end. So let's say that all sounds good. You can then hit next, and then you go here for add more information, engagement tactics. What interactive elements or tactics would you use to engage the audience during the live stream? You can ask for that if you wanted. I have no idea. So let's generate a response again. So you can do polls, you can do real-time chat engagement, live challenges or quizzes. If this is something that you want, you can do that. If not, you just hit delete. Then you go to the next. So let's see, call to action. We're ready to wrap this up. So here's some ideas. You can subscribe for more valuable video content guides, join our community. So let's say, I'll say join the community, and then generate now. And now it's going to generate everything that I need for an outline. This doesn't have to be something that you're using straight out of this, and then you're just going to copy and paste it and just follow it. Tweak this so that it makes sense for you and for what you're doing. But the good thing about this too, even if you're in a tool like Jasper's, once this is finished, you can then ask it to take that information and create additional content for you. So you can have it tell you whether or not you can, or not tell you, but you can ask it to create an email that you want to share with your audience, or a social media post that you might want to share about this. And so it can then further give you some more content. And again, like I mentioned before, you can go through this and make all of the changes that you would want to make to something like this. It's not finished yet. Okay, it's doing hashtags. Okay, so I can then come here and I can see it says here, you can continue writing, you can share success stories, you can mention a guest speaker, you can provide details. But what I want to do is please draft an email to send to my list announcing this live stream to them so they can attend. So if we want to do that, it's now going to go through the information that it just printed or just wrote, and now it's going to write an email. So it's saying all of this, mark, when, where. All of that information is being created for you. Then I could even ask it to create a social media post. Now create a social media post to share on, let's say, LinkedIn. And there you go. So this just it saves you a tremendous amount of time, and it gives you the ability to plan out every aspect of everything that you need to do that correlates with the release of your live stream or with the release of your video. So it's really important for you to have all of this information out. And so typically what I would do is, once I've tweaked this to read the way that I want it to be read, I would then copy all of this and put that in my Trello board, so that I know I have all of that information. And in fact, what this is right here is a freebie that I've created. And so I then use that as I use this as the holding spot for all of the content that I need, that I planned out for this particular video. Once I'm finished with this video, and I'll talk more about this next week. Once I'm finished with this video, once it goes live, I then put it into another tool that I have called Cast Magic, so that I'm able to then get my description so that I can post it properly on YouTube. And then I use it to create an email that I'm sending out for a replay of this video to my email list, as well as to send it and share it with social media on all of my social media platforms. And then at the end of the month, I also use that tool in order to create a compilation blog post on all of the live streams that I've done this week. So all of that is located in here. In fact, these are all of my previous months' compilations of my live streams that I've done as a as a blog post. And then also what I have in here are conversation starters, which are one-liners that I use for social media. Again, this is all in relationship to, live streams or videos that I've created. Once I'm finished, so that I know what I've done previously, I have that there. And then I also keep in here any events or workshops. I have a workshop that's coming up on the 16th of April with Social Bee, called Revamp Your Approach to Social Media Management, that I'm inviting you all to attend, and I'll have the link in the description. But Trello just holds everything that I need when it comes to planning out my video content, whether it's a live stream, it's a live event, it's a pre-recorded video, it's content that I'm sharing with my email list, so that everything is coordinated and I know what I'm doing in one realm versus another. I use Trello. I have a bajillion different Trello boards that I use for pretty much everything. My life is on Trello. So I want to, again, know what it is that you are using for your project management, and definitely let me know what tools you would like to see me feature on a future live stream. Next week I'm doing is tech time, so I'll be doing more hands-on, showing you more in detail some of the tools that I'm using for my video creation projects. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear what your thoughts are. What is it that you want to hear from me, and what how I can help you even better. All right. So I will see you next week for Tech Time. It'll be same time at 1 p.m. Wednesday. And it will be live on YouTube because I'm using Riverside. So Riverside does not go live on LinkedIn in a non-stressful manner. So therefore, I'm not going to be going live on LinkedIn, but I will be live on YouTube. And then also for any future ones that I'm doing with Riverside, there will be a link. Again, I will be putting the links in the description below, and I'll be sending that out to my email list as well so that you guys can join me here live on Riverside. All right, until next time, I will see you later. Take care.